Hello and welcome to News Pulse. I'm Esther. These are the headlines. The All India Congress Committee on Sunday announced Charanjit Singh Channi as a Dalit Sikh as the leader of Punjab Congress Legislative Party, who would be the state's next chief minister. In view of the shortage of medical staff in Uttar Pradesh, Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath has decided to increase the retirement age of doctors from 65 years to 70 years. Congress leader Rahul Gandhi on Sunday took a swipe at the government over the record COVID-19 vaccinations in a single day and said the event is over now. Now for the news in details. Charanjit Singh Channi has been unanimously elected as the leader of the Congress Legislative Party of Punjab and is set to take over as the next chief minister following Captain Amarinder Singh's resignation. Charanjit Singh Channi has been unanimously elected as the leader of the party, tweeted Congress in charge of Punjab Harish Rawat. Senior Congress leader Harish Rawat will visit Punjab Raj Bhavan, Chandigarh to meet Governor at 6:30 p.m. as per the PRO Punjab Raj Bhavan. Channi will succeed Captain Amarinder Singh, who resigned as the Chief Minister of Punjab on Saturday following months of infighting between him and Punjab Pradesh Congress Committee Chief Navjot Singh Sidhu. These developments came months before the 2022 Punjab Assembly elections. A massive COVID-19 vaccination drive for underprivileged people have now been stepped up in slum and rural areas of the national capital.
Besides the government initiatives, organizations such as the AZB and partners has launched a free COVID-19 vaccination drive in collaboration with the Akshaya Patra Foundation and Hope Oncology Clinic. Since its launch on June 26 till August 26, a total number of 6,200 people gets vaccinated, and the drive continues in areas like Harkesh Nagar, Okhla Phase 2, Madankir, Indira Camp near Andrews Ganj and Jharera village in Delhi Kant area. Volunteers have worked tirelessly to spread the word and assisted at the venues. Speaking on the vaccination initiative by the AZB and partners, its managing partners Ajay Bal said visiting the camps is a reminder of the privileges that many of us enjoy and take for granted, including the ability to work from home. So many unprivileged people have to go to work just to survive while not being vaccinated. The misgivings about the vaccination are also evident, Bal said. None of this was possible without the spontaneous support and generosity of partners and consul team in India, the personal attention and efficiency of the medical team at the Hope Oncology Clinic, and the dedication of Akshaya Patra team, including those involved in the registration, Bal said. The government, private and NGOs are working tirelessly throughout the country to protect the nation from the next COVID-19 wave. According to the Health Ministry, India has fully vaccinated 20% of its adult population for COVID-19, while 62% have received at least one dose.
Congress leader Rahul Gandhi on Sunday took a swipe at the government over the record COVID-19 vaccinations in a single day and said the event is over now. He also shared a graph of the vaccination trend in the last 10 days as per data from the CoWIN website to show the decline in inoculations after the record. India vaccinated 2.5 crore people in a single day on Friday to mark Prime Minister Narendra Modi's birthday. Using the hashtag vaccination, Gandhi said in a tweet, "Event over." Gandhi on Saturday had hoped more such record vaccinations happen in the country. Looking forward to many more days of 2.1 crore vaccinations. This pace is what our country needs, he had said on Twitter. Amid the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic, the All India Institute of Medical Sciences, Delhi, in a study observed that obesity and allied comorbidities pose an enormous healthcare burden that requires a lifestyle modification by counseling and support from the provider.
The study titled Practice-Based Recommendations, Lifestyle-Related Advice in the Management of Obesity, a stepwise approach, stated that physicians' regular encounter with obese patients and involvement in all aspects of medical management such as assessment, counseling, and management of multidisciplinary teams make them important stakeholders. For better prevention and management of obesity, practice-based recommendations is required, it stated. At the initial stages of management, lifestyle-related advice on diet and physical activity is recommended. The study added that the study suggests time to wake up to avoid chronic illness. The study made the observation the physicians should classify patients with established coronary heart disease, diabetes, and sleep as a high-risk group. A history of multiple risk forces like hypertension, deranged lipid profile, high-low density lipoprotein and low-high density lipoproteins, impaired glucose, fasting, and family history of heart disease should be elicited. While considering socialization and eating out a part of the lifestyle, it says patient to avoid dishes with cream, fried, mayonnaise, pesto, mozzarella, pasteured casserole, refined flour, and honey mustard sauce, etc. The review is a consultation of practical dietary approaches which can be incorporated in standard obesity care by general practitioners.
The Border Roads Organization has appointed a female army officer in a first as the officer commanding of its 75 Road Construction Company RCC in Uttarakhand, the Defence Ministry said on Sunday.
The three platoon commanders under Major Anya, Captain Anjana, AEE Bhavan Joshi, and AEE Civil Vishnu Maya K became the first woman RCC. The appointment was made on August 30. BRO on Sunday recalled the list of women officers who were assigned higher leadership roles in the organization in the current year. According to the statement issued by the Defence Ministry, BRO has inducted a large number of women into its workforce over the years, right from officers to level of commercial pilot license holders. The BRO created history on August 30 when Major Aina of Project Shivalik took charge as officers commanding 75 road construction companies at Pipalkoti in Chamoli district in Uttarakhand, the statement said. She is the first Indian Army engineer officer to command a road construction company, and not only this, all three platoon commanders under her, Captain Anjana, AE Civil, Bhavana Joshi, and AE Civil Vishnu Maya K are lady officers, and they have together created the first ever women RCC, it stated. The Border Roads plans to make 4 such all-women-led RCCs, 2 each in northeastern and western sectors, it stated.
In some good news for Nagaland, Union Minister Rajiv Chandrasekhar on Friday urged the Nagaland government to build a network among the Kohima Centre of Software Technology Parks of India, units of National Institute of Electronics and Information Technology, and major educational institutes of the state to create job opportunities. Inaugurating the Centre of Software Technology Parks of India, STPI, here in Nagaland, he said the mission of creating such infrastructure is to provide opportunities to youths so that they can fulfill their aspirations. Chandrasekhar, the Minister of State for Skill Development, Electronics and IT, also unveiled an Entrepreneurship Development Centre here in Nagaland. To talk more on this, we have Yanfo Kikon, Senior Technology Consultant, NEGD. Hi, Yanfo.
Yeah, hi, sir.
Hi. So can you just tell us a bit about this STPI and how it is going to work in Nagaland?
Yeah, so the software boom in the entire country started from a place called STPI, the Software Technology Parks of India. And today, the total software exports from India stands at US dollars $128.6 billion. Is the amount of revenue that the software industry in the country is generating. And STPI is playing a pivotal role in this economic boom. So, STPI Kohima has been set up under the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology.
Okay.
STPI is an autonomous body. So a software park is basically a facility which the STPI is providing, which includes, super high-speed internet of 1 Gbps and all different kinds of facilities, including redundant backup, electricity, generator, UPS, uninterrupted internet and power supply.
Okay.
So it is basically a facility where our local entrepreneurs from Nagaland, and we can also invite Nagas who have ventured out to our out of our country also to set up their companies here in Nagaland. It can be anything, you know. It can be an e-commerce site. It can be a graphic designing consultancy service, or anything that involves technology. Our young entrepreneurs from Nagaland, they can set up their companies here with the STPI. They will receive a grant of say around 25 lakhs. But this is not just about the grant. They will also receive mentorship support in the form of, you know, the top industrial experts from the industry from across the country. They will be mentoring our young entrepreneurs to build up the company. They will also have access to venture capitalists, angel investors, and a wide array of network of technology experts from around the country to help build companies from Nagaland.
All right. Okay.
So there will be different groups, there will be different cohorts who will receive this kind of support and grant from STPI. It is not just a facility, it is not just a grant, but also mentorship to help startups from Nagaland to establish in Nagaland, to incorporate in Nagaland, and, you know, finally create jobs and also uplift our economy. So this is a great opportunity for Naga youth to, you know, grab. So yeah.
Yes. Coming back to, you know, this technology park again, what is the capacity of this park, and how would you think that this would create, I mean, it would create job opportunities, but do we actually have the infrastructure and the opportunities to provide these jobs to them that have, you know, taken this opportunity from the park?
Right. So the first step is to register oneself under the STPI. So the website is there, the STPI website. Anyone can just Google it. They have different programs called the Octane program. Under the Octane program, you can register, you can submit your business idea. If you are already running a business, you expand your business, you know. So it is for our it is for our local youth to really take advantage of this opportunity that we have.
Okay. One last question, Yanfo. Do you think in Nagaland, being in the IT sector, it can sustain an individual? I mean, for a livelihood?
Oh yeah, definitely. Because even my own brothers and my own friends, they are working from home, okay? They are working for companies out there in the US, in the UK, in Australia, using the internet, and they're serving clients from all over the world.
All right.
So I think this is a great opportunity for our youth to work from Nagaland and serve clients from across the world, so that we have money from outside coming into Nagaland, you know?
Okay. Yanfo, thank you so much for speaking with us. Good luck on this IT parks.
Thank you.
On that note, we hope that Nagaland becomes the next IT hub of the country. And coming to other good news from the Northeast, while luxurious sports and racing cars may not turn many heads in the Indian metropolitan cities, they have now worked up a frenzy amongst the residents of one of the hilly states of the Seven Sisters of Northeast India, Arunachal Pradesh. Sped away in the light rain along the mesmerizing roads running alongside breathtaking sceneries, just as Chief Minister Pema Khandu termed it as. From much more sophisticated roads of the metros to the terraneous yet smooth and beautiful hill roads of East Siang district in Arunachal, it was definitely a sight for sore eyes to witness these supercars zoom past, leaving all delighted.
Well, personally, I'm not a supercar owner. I'm here with the group to drive and enjoy, get a chance to see Arunachal, which is so difficult to visit from where we all live. So I took the opportunity and I joined the rest of them for this drive. It's been a real eye-opener as far as the roads go. It's fabulous roads in this state, and strongly urge that more visitors come and enjoy driving in this state. The only downside on this trip was the weather. We've had one very hot day and then we've had rain ever since. So maybe December or Jan would be a great time to come down and revisit this place and enjoy the roads. And yeah, this is a baby supercar. The rest are actual supercars. Yeah, most of these are, I think, in excess of 500 horsepower. They cost a lot of money and they go extremely fast. Yeah, they're some of the best cars in India that are here today with us. Very, very comfortable. This place has really looked after us, and I'd recommend a visit to Bomjir for sure to others who want to come in. I do hope that connectivity between the big cities of India and airports in Arunachal improves so that more people can make a quick visit in and spend 3 or 4 days driving and enjoy the state here. I mean, it's so different. It's hard for some of us to realize that we're in the same country. It's so different here.
And we are a bunch of guys from Bangalore, all of us. We've come up here all the way down from Bangalore on Gautam's invitation. And we're happy to be in Arunachal and very surprised with the roads that we've seen in Arunachal. It's unbelievable that all these low ground clearance supercars are able to run up and down 400-500 kilometers every day without hitting a single bump. Absolutely amazed with the kind of roads that we have found in. I think we've already done probably close to 500 or 600 maybe.
So you have to...
We have another maybe 400 today and some more tomorrow. Absolutely not a single speed breaker. A couple of landslides which were very nicely cleared by the guys handling this event. It's extremely low, and we found it easier driving it here than anywhere else in the country. These are extremely powerful 500 horsepower plus cars, and some of them are almost 600 horsepower cars. And it's fantastic to drive these cars, and if we have the roads, it's like driving abroad anywhere. Well, we were thinking how it would be, and it was an extremely pleasant surprise to figure out that the roads here are as good as any in the world. We're absolutely amazed that the roads are so beautiful, and the countryside is beautiful, people are wonderful, and they're happy to see these cars here, the people from Arunachal, and it's an extremely nice and fruitful experience for us so far.
And I'm here from Bangalore, having a great time in this lovely state of Arunachal, and where we're driving around some really fab supercars and loving the territory here. I think it was a toss-up between the Lamborghini and the McLaren. The roads are fantastic over here. I mean, it's unbelievable. I mean, I never expected it to be so amazing, the roads here, but fabulous roads, beautiful turns, the whole hill drive, the flat-out stretches, everything is absolutely top of the line. We're going to drive around every day. We've been driving about 300-400 kilometers a day. No, it's not 1,000 in a day. It's about 1,000 over 3 days. So the first day we did about 300. Yesterday we did 350. Today we'll do the same. We're going now for a nice drive and to see some more of this lovely place. Oh my God, I think you should encourage things like this more, and I think that this place is stunning. I think it's just something that needs to be more accessible to the rest of the country, because a lot of the people don't actually know how beautiful the Northeast is and how fabulous the people over here are. And I think it's something that needs to be encouraged more, and I think you need to draw in a lot more tourism, and accessibility I think is the main thing.
As beauties of these supercars with acclaimed drivers zipping on the Damro-Mariang highway, the view becomes much more amazing and splendid. In due course of time, Arunachal Pradesh has become one of the best driving destinations for supercars like Ferraris, Aston Martins, Audis, Porsches, Lamborghinis, and many more to name.
A fantastic experience. We went up to the Golden Pagoda. Then after that we went up to the Indo-Myanmar border. Fantastic. The roads are fantastic. We didn't have any issue at all on the roads. We have so basically this is the first time for us coming here. So we usually drive these cars only where we know the roads are good. So it's always a little bit. So where we know the roads are not good, we usually don't take these cars. So everybody's been very kind here to us.
How much kilometers did you cover today?
Today we covered around 400.
400.
Yeah.
I think we had a fantastic drive. We've been here for 3 days now. We've seen Arunachal Pradesh in a beautiful way. We've been in lots of places, done over 1,000 kilometers of driving. So I think overall it's been fantastic. I don't have one car to drive because different cars are different and they're meant to be driven. Well, none of them is my favorite. I like all of them. They're all very different cars. If you take the Ferrari, it's very different to the Lamborghini, to the McLaren. They're all completely different cars. They're completely different driving experiences. And one has to, really understand cars to understand how different they are. We've got Ferraris here, we've got McLaren, we've got Porsche, Audi, Lamborghini. So different brands. All of them are very nice cars to drive. We've got the Honda S2000 as well, which is an iconic car. So it's fun, different people are driving different cars. Everybody's having a great time, and we've been really well received in Arunachal. So thank you for that.
No, it's a kind of a very good event which has come up, that not only kind of showing the quality of road which is coming up in Arunachal Pradesh, but in the hindsight, if you see, this is really going to promote the state and the tourism sector. People, more and more people will come to know about the state, because as Northeast in general and Arunachal, in particular, the mainlanders and other people, they don't know that much about these places. But all this kind of events, even though this is a private event, but because too many big names have come in, and I think the Supercars, it's first time in the northeastern state, so it's drawing a lot of attention in social media and even in main satellite channels also. I think it will really help Arunachal in many ways. See, northeastern state, we always keep saying that it needs to be promoted in a larger platform, because what northeast can offer, and I don't think any part of the state in Arunachal, in India, can offer, because northeast, if you talk about the culture, if you talk about the regional diversities, the landscape, the weather, and if we, like I always say, when we talk about tourism in other part of the state, they have only few things to offer. But in northeastern state, right from culture, right from adventure, right from religious tourism, and right from nature tourism, there are many things to explore. So people should come and explore northeast, because it will be a lot of surprise for them, which will be on their way. So I feel northeast needs to be known to the world. You come here, it's like an onion. You keep you peeling, you'll get a new layer one after another. So people should try, because northeast, only in the northeast we have 8 states, and all the 8 states have a different kind of culture, different kind of habits and different kind of landscape and different dialects and language spoken. And within the state also, if you talk about Arunachal, we have more than 26 major tribes, which distinct culture, distinct dialect and distinct looks, the dresses, and the places are also really different from each other. We have right from the high mountains with the snow-clad mountains to alpine, to temperate, to the rainforest. You get everything, and the beautiful rivers are here. So there are lots to explore. So we need to promote it that way.
Even if it was the first time these supercars touched down in the hilly terrains of the state of Arunachal Pradesh, the drivers definitely have something memorable to take back, considering they were part of history in one of the most beautiful states of Northeast India. That was our special report from our bureau at Pasigad, and that's all for News Pulse. I'm Esther. Keep watching Hornbill TV.